Now again we have equation ax plus by plus c equals to 0, and we want to convert it into normal form. Normal form is x cos omega plus y sin omega equals to p. This is the normal form of the equation. Now we have got the normal form of the equation. So the given equation, I want to convert it into normal form. So what I should do, first of all, I'm writing ax plus by equals to minus c. Now normal distance of the line, perpendicular distance of the line from the origin. So distance cannot be negative, so we need to convert it into positive. So multiply by minus sign on both the sides, or minus 1 on both the sides. So minus ax minus by equals to c. Now we need to convert it into trigonometric ratios. So this is cos, means A will become base and B will become perpendicular of the triangle. Whereas whenever we see the line, we have seen A is on the x-axis and Y is on B is on the y-axis. So this will be base and this will be perpendicular. So I'm dividing both the sides. I'm dividing both the sides with under root a square plus b square. So it will become minus a upon under root of a square plus b square x minus b upon square root of a square plus b square y is equals to c upon under root a square plus b square. Now we can compare it with the equation. So this will be cos omega. This will be sine omega. And this will be length of perpendicular P. So like this way we could convert. Now again one question we need to do, because without question we won't be able to understand the topic better. So I'm taking one question. It is root 3 x plus y equals to 2. It is already positive, so we need not to multiply both the sides with negative symbol. Now divide both the sides with a square plus b square. That is dividing by under root 3 to whole square plus 1 square. This becomes root 3 square as 3 plus 1 to root. That is under root 4 or 2. So we have got the value 2 with which we need to divide the equation on both the sides. So it will become root 3 upon 2x plus 1 upon 2y equals to 2 upon 2. Now, on comparing this, x cos omega plus y sin omega equals to p. So cos omega is equals to root 3 by 2 sin omega equals to 1 by 2 and p is equals to 1. 2 by 2 will become 1. So now looking to both, cos omega is root 3 by 2, sin omega is 1 by 2, both are positive. This indicates omega lies in the first quadrant. Omega must give us the same value. Don't go if they are giving different symbols, then you are giving omega ki 2 values. It will be only 1. So it lies in the first quadrant. So omega will be 30 degree or pi by 6. So this is the technique to solve the questions on normal form. So now we have got idea how to convert a given linear equation into slope intercept form. Also, we have got idea how to convert the linear equation into intercept form, as well as just now we have got idea how to convert the linear equation into normal form. So these are the three things which we should take care. Now we need to calculate the distance between a point and a line. Shortest distance between a point and a line. Shortest distance between a point and a line. See. Take care what we are trying to do. We have been given point P and its distance we want to calculate from a line. So the point P is having coordinates as x1, y1. It is looking like x, so I have made more like this. Now this point is having coordinate x1, y1. Ax plus by plus c equals to 0 is the equation of the line. We are going to calculate the perpendicular distance of this point from the line, because shortest distance is always perpendicular. Shortest distance is always perpendicular. Shortest distance of a point from a line is always perpendicular. So this shortest distance we are going to calculate. So the distance will be, try to learn this identity as early as possible. D is equals to A is this x1 plus B y1 plus C upon square root of A square plus B square. This is the formula for the shortest distance. Exactly, we have to derive it also. In the next class, we will derive. But right now, distance of a point from a line is ax1 plus by1 plus c. From the point x1, y1 is ax1 plus by1 plus c upon root of a square plus b square is the distance of the point from the line. Shortest distance is always perpendicular. Shortest distance is always perpendicular. So this perpendicular distance we are calculating. Now a question I'm showing you. With this we will be able to understand it better. We need to calculate the distance of point P. It is having coordinates 4, 1 from the line joining the points 6, 5, 2, -1. We need to calculate the shortest distance. So first of all, we need to convert it into a line. Equation of line passing through 2 points. I'm giving name as AB. So equation of AB. Equation of line passing through 2 points is y minus y1 equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 x minus x1. So let us put the values. I'm giving names x1, y1, x2, y2. So let us put these values. Y minus y1, 5 is equals to -1 minus 5 upon 2 minus 6, x2 minus x1. X minus x1 is 6. So now y minus 5 is equals to -6 upon -4, x minus 6. 2y minus 10 is equals to 3x minus 18. This implies 3x minus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. Now distance of point from this. So for distance calculation, d is equals to ax1 plus by1 plus c upon root of a square plus b square mod. Distance is always positive. So let us put the values. A is 3. X1 is 4. Plus B is -2. Y1 is 1. Plus C is -8 upon under root of A square plus B square, 3 square plus 2 square, to mod. This many units. Now simplification part you could do. Easily you could simplify this question. So it is a good and very easy question. I suppose you all will be able to do this question. This was distance of a point from a line, or shortest distance of a point from a line. One more point I need to introduce. This is the distance between two parallel lines. Distance between two parallel lines. After this only we need to do questions. In the next two classes, we will be taking your problems, your doubts, as well as some of the good questions which I feel we should do, that I'll take. So I'm taking the topic distance between two parallel lines. Now two parallel lines are first parallel line and second parallel line. Let us think their equations. So it is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. Another equation is a2x plus 2y perpendicular distance. So this distance d will be equals to c2 minus c1 upon under root a square plus b square to mod. If the equations are given in this manner, y is equals to mx plus c1 and y is equals to mx plus c2. These are the two lines given in the form of y equal to mx plus c, that is slope intercept form. In this case, d will be equals to c2 minus c1 upon under root 1 plus m square. So don't get confused if the equation is given in y equals to mx plus c form or ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Whatever form they are giving, answer will be same. Now one question based on this we need to take. See this. The line is given us 2x plus 3y plus 5 equals to 0. Another line is given 4x plus 6y plus 7 is given. Now see, the two lines are parallel. Parallel A1 upon A2 equals to B1 upon B2, then it is parallel, but not equals to C1 upon C2. Now, the formula which we have learned, that was D is equals to mod of AX, sorry, C2 minus C1 upon under root A square plus B square. Now the two equations are having A and B different. A, C, they are different. So what we will write it as, we taking 2 common. When we'll take 2 common, it will become 2x plus 3y plus 7 upon 2 equals to 0. Now see, A and B are same. So now we will be applying C2, that is 7 by 2, minus C1, that is 5 upon under root A square plus B square, means 2 square plus 3 square. Simplification part you have to do. So like this way we could calculate the distance between two parallel lines. Now we have got idea how to convert one equation into another form, or we want to convert the equation, we want to find the distance of a point from a line. Same ways we could do the questions based on distance between two parallel lines. So many of the things now we will be able to do. If you will try to do these questions, you will be able to get answer. Let me solve one more question. This is C. A line is there, x plus 3y equals to 7. And a point is there, I'm taking different color, P with the coordinates 3, 8. We need to calculate the foot of the perpendicular. I am going to calculate the foot of perpendicular. I'm giving it name as Q. This is the foot of the perpendicular of the point on the line. So how to calculate the foot of perpendicular? See, the line L is given to us. Its slope we can calculate. Slope of line L is equals to minus A upon B. Minus A is 1 and B is 3. So its slope will be minus 1 upon 3. And slope of PQ, these are two perpendicular lines, and the product of the perpendicular lines ka slope is M1 into M2 equals to minus 1. The value of the slope of line L is minus 1 by 3 into M2 is M, I'm saying, equals to minus 1. That implies M will be equals to the value of M has come 3. Its slope is 3. We can calculate the equation of PQ. Equation of PQ can be calculated as y minus y1 is equals to m x minus x1. x1 is 3. The value of m is also with us, that is 3. So I'm going to put it as 3. So it will be coming y minus 8 is equals to 3x minus 9. 3x minus y minus 1 equals to 0 is the equation of PQ. It is the equation of PQ. Now see, PQ is a line and L is a line. Both are meeting at point Q. If we'll simplify these two equations, simplify means we are solving them as per the class 10th method to calculate the values of x and y. So I'm multiplying it with 3. When we'll multiply it with 3, it will become 9x minus 3y equals to 3. One I've taken on the other side. Another equation is given, x plus 3y equals to 7. When we'll solve these two equations, we will be getting the values of x and y, and that x and y are the intersection point, and intersection point is the foot of perpendicular. So on adding, 3y plus 3y will get cancelled. 10x will be equals to 10. That gives me x as 1. Value of x I need to put into the given equation. Okay, next page I'm taking. X plus 3y equals to 7. X plus 3y equals to 7. And we have just calculated the value of x as 1. So value of x as 1 we are going to put. So 1 plus 3y equals to 7. So 3y equals to 7 minus 1. 3y equals to 6. Y equals to yes, we have got the foot of perpendicular of this point in line. Point is 1. So we have got idea. Now one more thing I must tell you, this will be helping you to simplify it better. See, a line is there. There is a point, its foot of perpendicular we have learned how to calculate. In the coming class, we will be going to calculate the image. If we are taking this line as line mirror, if we will be taking line as line mirror, we will be able to calculate the image of the point P in the line. So this is the most important question which is surely going to come in your final exams. So take care of this. In the next class, I'm going to teach you how to calculate the image of a point in the line mirror. So keep preparing for this. Now, once more, I'm showing you the things of today's class. See, first of all, what we have done, we have calculated given equation of line into the slope intercept form of the line. How to convert it? That is the most important task. It comes in the exams. Usually, I have seen this thing in the exams also. Then we have done how to convert the equation of line into the intercept form. Then we have done into the normal form. After converting the normal form, we have done how to calculate the shortest distance of a point from a line. How to calculate the shortest distance of a point from a line. So distance is ax1 plus by1 plus c upon under root a square plus b square. You have to learn this identity. So you can repeat with me also. D is equals to ax1 plus by1 plus c upon root of a square plus b square. Distance between two parallel lines is the next topic. So distance between two parallel lines, the two parallel lines could be a1x plus b1y plus c1 and a2x plus b2y plus c2. But condition is a and b if are same, then only we can apply this. So d will be under root a square, sorry, c2 minus c1 upon under root a square plus b square. This is the technique to calculate the distance between two parallel lines. This is the technique to calculate the distance between two parallel lines. Also, if the equations are given us in the form of y equals to mx plus c, so it is y equals to mx plus c1 and y equals to mx plus c2. So distance calculating is c2 minus c1 upon under root 1 plus m square. Because for two parallel lines, slope will be same. That's why we are taking that as m. So like this way, we could calculate the distance between two parallel lines. So this is the most important things. Usually it comes in the examination and is important also. Now, last thing which I have taught you, that is the most important thing, calculating the foot of perpendicular. If you have got idea how to calculate the foot of perpendicular, then image and object are equidistant. Image and object are equidistant. So this point will be the midpoint. This point will be the midpoint. Q will be the midpoint of PR. So simply, if we have calculated the foot, we are knowing the point P with the midpoint formula, we can calculate the value of R also. So this is one of the very, very important question. I suppose each one of you will be able to do this. So almost now class is getting over. You can stop recording. So keep